Domric Dior. And that was solo number 8 from the Joseph Tompkins French-American Rudimental Solos Snare Drum Book, Volume 1. This is, again, a very difficult solo. There's lots of new stuff in here as opposed to what came before it. And lots of tricky stickings. Now, one of the best things about studying these books are the tempos are slow, so you have to learn how to fit all these difficult rhythms, fives, sixes, sevens, and all these embellishments into the groove, which is great for your drum set playing, any kind of groove playing. It's not the normal, 110 march tempo here. We're doing these slow tempos, and you have to have great time to play these. So there you saw I had the metronome on quarter note equals 72, which is the max tempo that he has written. You could do it slower or faster if you want. It's going to be hard to do it faster. There's some really quick things in here. One of the things that'll strike you right away about this solo are the stickings of some of the drags. So instead of doing right, right, or left, left, he's doing them right, left. So that first line looks like this. So that sticking should sound like this. The same thing, but it makes it a lot more difficult to do that. So that happens again in line 4, the second bar. I'll play that line for you. 1, 2. So you see those groups of 5 and the drags that are hand to hand once more. This next 2 lines at A are extremely difficult. I'll play these for you now, and then we'll talk about some of these rolls. So here's A. 1, 2. So you see all those different groupings in 2 lines, so you pretty much have everything there. Now, in the second bar of A, you must make a difference between the 32nd notes and those triplets. I like to stretch it there, all right? And be very careful about the stickings right there, the third bar of A. Now, let's look at the last 2 lines of this page. And you see in that first bar we have these very difficult roll sections. So as I said in the last solo, sometimes Mr. Tompkins writes 7s, 9s, 5s, whatever stroke roll, but they're closed. So the way I choose to play this solo is I do these as drops. So my 7s are just like this. I don't know if there's 7 strokes there, but that's the way I want to do it. I like the way that drop sounds. So I'm doing that there, and then I'm doing it at the end of the solo. And at this tempo, it's pretty much impossible to squeeze in both hands there. So the drop really sounds good, I think. So I'll play those last 2 lines of that page for you. 1, 2. So you see I'm doing that with the drop. He uses that drop in several of his solos, but it's not written here. But again, I am doing that there. You don't have to, but at this tempo, you kind of have to. So then we get to this letter B, the second page, and this is a pretty easy line. I'll play it for you. 1, 2. Gives your brain a chance to rest there. And then we get into this crazy last part of the solo. So this second line of the second page is kind of like a little drum set fill. It's very cool. I'll play that for you. 1, 2. And you can stretch those or move those around however you want. Do some fun phrasing there. And then we go on to the third line of that second page, which is the hardest line in the piece. And I'll play that for you. 1, 2. So you see there, once again, I'm doing that drop. All right? And then the last two lines of the piece are not too hard. I'll play those. 1, 2. And just make sure you're pulsing those rolls. That's the last roll that you have there. So this is a really fun solo. All of them are great. I really like this one a lot because rhythmically it's extremely challenging. So we'll be back next time with the final solo, number 9 in this book. Thanks.